Hello again, Struckwap. Welcome back to another day or evening or morning of streaming regarding where you're from. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing some more Torchlight 3. Those build videos with the items that I need for the videos. But if the if I can't get those items before the wipe, I would have to upload the build videos as they are without getting those items I want, without getting those things such as the wingspan rifle for this character, cosmic boots for my train rail master, uh, the uh, the other entropy and energy spikes and holy bolt slash absolver items for the mage. So yeah, hopefully I can get some of the wood I want before the wipe, but if I don't, I'm just gonna be forced to release videos, build videos without having all the needed items, so all the perfect synergy items. So let's keep farming, let's keep grinding. I'm open to co-op as long as we are kind of maybe in a close by region. Although I'm willing to co-op with people from faraway regions like Asia as long as we don't rubber band much. I would spend some time leveling up my forge later though, so I'm gonna do like 3-4 maps on this one and then probably go on my forge to get a couple more quests in, something like that. My forge is right after killing Shriekbeak, meaning few more quests and my forge should be at the place where I start end game on it. And end game in the current state of the game is the map works, but that would change as we all know since yesterday. The new end game, the real end game, would be the dungeon. I'm really hoping they still keep the map works in the game. Even though it's like an unfinished version of the other end game, at least we can do it to boost each other's levels and stuff like that. If they do remove mapworks, that means they have to remove the mapworks bags from the contracts, and then what would the adventurers contract be about? If they remove mapworks, would the adventurers contract be giving other stuff related to the other end game? That remains to be seen. I mean, so far they haven't mentioned anything about any items, any consumables being related to that other end game. So the adventurer's contract remains to be seen in regards to how it's gonna be affected by the new end game coming, and if mapworks disappear for good, then yeah, I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen to that contract. And thanks for the emotes, Get Rexed. Thanks for the emotes. I'm gonna actually switch to YouTube quickly to see them. Alright, that's some nice emotes, man. I didn't know YouTube had such nice emotes. I wish my restream would actually show me the actual picture. What you're seeing on your screen is probably what I'm seeing myself. Which is just the good vibes and you got this. But yeah. I'm happy. I'm so happy with the changes. Again, my only concern is the permanent relic choice. And if it is permanent, whether we'll have more character slots. Or whether we'll be able to unlock the end game quicker on our outs. Ah, I can't move, fuck. Got stunned. Got stunned. Alright, let's clear out. Is this an upgrade? I mean, I will lose damage with scatter shot. And I will lose defense as well. And I don't really need that bonus. I really don't need that that extra charge right now. So I'm probably just not gonna equip it. Can't wait to get that rifle though. I mean, we've already established that gambling in games just hates me sometimes. It doesn't hate me when I'm low level, and when I'm leveling it keeps giving me some random uniques, legendaries I mean. But when it comes to when it comes to trying to min-max a build and get that one item that's needed, we've established that the game just doesn't like me. And it's not just this game, honestly, most games. And this is why what I was telling everyone yesterday is how I suggested to the developers to consider making certain stages of the end game, certain levels of the end game, drop specific items with a slightly higher chance opposed to other items. Not higher chance overall, just slightly higher chance versus other items. And this quest keeps bugging out. The one when there's not enough spiders. I'm just not gonna complete it. I'm just gonna go to my fort and start a new one. It's always the spiders. Every single time where I haven't been able to complete a quest in a map, in Act 1, it has been the spiders. Sometimes I would make sure I've checked every little piece of land on the map to see if I haven't missed a spider, trigger spawn. And no, they're just not enough spawns of spiders, and they're aware of this. Judging by the state of the game weekly post, we know that they know. We know that they know that spiders are just not spawning enough. But let's have you sell, and I need to quickly enchant this because that's new. Let's get electric. No. Okay. Do I want this crit chance versus Voltura, or do I want something better? I mean, crit chance on this character is kind of an overkill. I've already got plenty, so... Alright, that's a little better. A little better. So, how's my defense now? 33.9. Not too bad, but not too good either. I think I had a nice weapon somewhere here that I can equip. Where was it? No, that's not it. Was it here? No. Was it here? No. Was it here? Pretty sure I put a nice... Oh no, that's not the one. That's the wrong one. Oh, that reminds me. Let's try and get that rifle finally. Two Sneku sticks in a row. Two wood beast calls in a row. Alright, wingspan, finally. It was about fucking time. But two Sneku sticks. Two Sneku sticks in a row. That was just amazing. So yeah. Finally wingspan. So yeah, this is broken. This is broken. It's not working as intended. It's supposed to double my cooldown, not quadruple or quintuple it. So this is a bug that's left over from them. It's left over from them changing the cooldown, but not changing the cooldown of scatter shot if you have wingspan. So this should be 1.8 seconds, not 4.5 seconds. Because this is supposed to double my cooldown. So yeah, that is a big bug. Because just look at the description of the item. Just look at the fucking item description. It says double cooldown and double damage. And look, if I unequip this, just look at my cooldown if I unequip this and equip this, for example. Look at my cooldown now, 0.9 seconds. So let me just write this one thing. And Oxer is asking what relic would you recommend if I take for Dusk Mage. I would say take the Electrode or the Cold Heart. I would suggest the Electrode is always a good choice though. The Electrode's always a good choice regardless whether you wanna be using or not a skill like that. So let me quickly go and report this bug. Let's report quickly. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how I report. So we're on note. We're on note. Submit feedback. Okay, I think that's pretty much enough. Ah, fuck. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough. We've reported this, so yeah, I wanted you to see what I'm doing. I know it's boring me reporting that bug, but if I don't report it now, I'm just delaying that bug getting fixed. I'm not sure if anyone else has reported this, but I didn't see anyone else reporting it. Someone reported the 1 second cooldown as a bug, which I don't think should be a bug. But because if the 1 second cooldown was a bug, my rifle should have been having 8 seconds down to 4, not down to 4.5. So yeah, that's the other two things I got from the gear bags: 2 Snecko sticks and 2 Woods Beast gloves. Kind of underwhelming if you ask me, and it's going straight into the grinder. The gear grinder, as I like to call the enchanting outer. Alright, let's do another map. Hopefully this one wouldn't have a broken quest. Let's do a Hivit one, and I'm gonna put this back where it belongs, where I can open it on another hero. So yeah, this definitely seems like it quintupled my cooldown from 0.9. It went to 4.5, which is exactly 5 times my cooldown. It's weird that it's an exact number, an exact multiplication of my cooldown. I'm wondering if the damage would be multiplied by 5 as well. Let's test it. So my cooldown right now and my damage right now with it, without any buffs, 38. I'm gonna wait a bit, Wait. 106, okay, that's again without any buffs, without Shasta, without Goose. 112. I'm gonna wait. Just testing how much damage I can do. So 40,000 seems to be the non-crit damage, 100 and something, like 112 seems to be the crit damage. 106, okay. Now let's quickly remove this. Just equip whatever, anything. And now let's try it again. Your pet is running away. 25. 65, that was the crit. So it seems to really be double damage. 70, maybe even less than double, but yeah, it could be double. Death is upon you. I didn't see the damage numbers now. 25, 70, 23, 23, 25. So 70 is the max I get with this. So that means with the other I should be getting up to 140k without any other buffs. Without any buffs at all whatsoever. It seems like from 25 or 23 it goes to 38, and 38 is not 2 times 23. So it doesn't even seem to be giving me the right damage bonus. It's not double damage, it's like 80% more damage at best. So yeah, after testing, I mean, I'm gonna keep testing. I will keep testing this, but the charging damage is different. The charging damage benefits from 50% increase from tier 3. So the charging damage should be even higher. I will test the charging damage though. But right now I'm testing just the basic damage. And it is increasing, it's just not it's not 100% more, it's like 80% more damage. Which is not bad, but the description is wrong of the item. And that's me testing it intentionally without anything that can buff or debuff the enemy, without using Shasta, without using Goose, so I can know that the test data is the same. I mean, this one doesn't affect it, this only gives me crit chance, which is fine, I can see when something crit. But yeah, let's now test the charged up damage though. $303,000 without any buffs or debuffs. Let's try again. I didn't even see the damage here. Fuck pets, stop killing them. $303,000. Let's try and find an elite. $412,000, okay. This didn't take fucking damage. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it again. So Shasta first, then this, and now
your health is low.
there's just so many, I need to make sure it's just one enemy left. I got the worst possible map to test things like that. Every single fucking little enemy is ranged on this map. I need non-ranged enemies to test this on, so I can charge up the skill without interruptions. The worst possible map or enemy types on a map. Right, let's try and find an elite that's not ranged and kill everything around it and just pull it so we can test the damage. See, that's an elite with ranged damage. Not the best choice. I'm gonna try and kill the little guys around him. Oh, there we go, we've got a melee elite. So let's try and kill it quickly. I did 800, not 8, I did 400 and something thousand the other day without this rifle. Without this rifle I was able to do 400 and something thousand the other day. Pet, fuck you pet, why did you kill it so quickly? I really need a fucking dummy in the town. I've been asking for a dummy for more than a year. Just a dummy in the town. Dummy to test my damage. Immortal, invulnerable, not invulnerable, just immortal enemy that that has endless amount of HP that I can place in my fort as a statue. Okay, now it died quickly. $750k. Okay, 750k is definitely not
Your
double
strength is returning.
the damage of 450k I did the other day. But that 450k was with Cold Front, so I'm gonna have to test again on a boss. Let's go for the boss and test it there. 750, but yeah. And the 750 is also benefiting from this 50% damage from this one. My crit damage is not high. My crit damage is not the best. It's 178. I'm testing with the same crit damage I had the other day. So I'm not comparing it to your damage. I'm comparing it to my damage without the rifle. And my damage without the rifle never went more than 450,000. 457 or something like that was the number. So that's the damage I'm trying to compare it to, just to see how much more I can get. Okay, Shasta is here. This one is here. Doing this. And now let's do this. Fuck. They died too quickly. They died too quickly. But at least I got the rifle, so one build I can upload tomorrow is this one. I've got the rifle. It is buggy. It's not doubling the cooldown. It's quintupling the cooldown. So the cooldown doesn't become ×2. It becomes ×5. And the damage doesn't become ×2. It becomes ×1.8 apparently of what you are doing. Because if I can do 70,000 crit without the rifle, without charging that is, and I do 112,000, 120,000 with the rifle without charging, then it's definitely not double damage. I should have been able to do 140,000, not 112, 120. So it's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's worded in a wrong way, or something in the calculation of the damage is worded wrongly, but I could confirm that it's just wrong in each aspect. Both the cooldown is not the right one and the damage is not the right one. Let me see this. 1112, 3891. $691. See? It's not double. Fuck's sake, it's not double. It's definitely not double. It was 1112. So let me open my calculator. 1112, was that it? 1112. This is 691, 691. So $1,112 minus 691, 421. So I'm getting 421 on a 691. I'm not sure how much that is, but to me it seems like it's 60%. It does seem to be 60%. So let's say it's 421. And let's say I add 45%. $421. I want to add those 45% damage. 45 under 610 is what I would get. So it's still not adding up to that much damage. So this 421 extra damage I get, I don't know why this 421% weapon damage is the only thing I get. From 691 weapon damage, I go up to 1112, which is 421 more. So I'm not sure how much it is, but let's say it's 60% only. So from 3891, it goes down to, let me clear here, 3891. It goes down to 2419. So let's say minus 2419. That's 1474. So I'm getting 2419 plus another 1474. Yeah, that's that's just not that's not double damage. That's nowhere near double damage. Even if the base, even if we remove those 45% damage that I'm getting from scatter shot, even then it doesn't become that base. Because if I take 1471 and I multiply it by 45 divide by 100, 662. What? 662? And if I add 1472 to 662, 1472, that's 2134. Still doesn't add up. I'm not sure. I'm not good with maths, but I've been doing the most basic maths and it just doesn't add up. I mean, it's still good, but this quintupled cooldown just makes it not worth it. I really don't think it's worth using this rifle if the cooldown is 5 times as much and the damage is like 70% more, roughly. It just, I don't see a point in doing that with such a long cooldown. Yeah, if you wanna one-shot a boss and charge it for a few seconds, it's probably still okay if you get a lot of crit damage and if you get a lot of flat damage. It's probably gonna be nice. So I'm gonna do one more map with this, but I'm gonna switch to a different hero. And I'm gonna quickly update this ticket. Let me quickly check here. Where was this note? So here I'm gonna update this ticket with info about the damage. Okay. I think we're good now. Someone's gotta do this science. Cause we can't get things fixed if we can get things fixed if we don't report things and expect someone else to report it and figure it out. So now they're either gonna rework the tooltip, they're either gonna increase the cooldown of the wingspan and kind of change it. Hopefully that's not the thing they do. I really love the scatter shot cooldown 0.9, and I think if it's 1.9 1.8 I mean, or 2 seconds if you don't have the passive, when you have the rifle it would be amazing. So hopefully they do kind of keep that that cooldown, the cooldown base, they keep it the way it is and they just double it instead of quintuple it.
You're hurt.
Because the old cooldown used to be 4 seconds and with the wingspan it used to go to 8 seconds. That's how it was supposed to be. But now it goes to 4.5 seconds from 0.9, which would be 5 seconds if I didn't have the passive. That gives me 10% cooldown reduction. So scattershot built sharpshooters expect things to get fixed. Whether the description was wrong or not, something was wrong there. One of the things. It's either the description on the rifle or the actual numbers were wrong. Gwen saying the bugs are getting annoying. I mean, it is getting annoying, but it's early access, so we gotta find all those bugs before the game launches. Me and other people are trying to find bugs. I mean, I'm not even trying, the bugs find me. You know, I'm a bug magnet. I'm a bug magnet. But when I don't have the items to test stuff, I can't find the bugs. Finally the game gave me that item. If I had this rifle 1 week ago, I would have found this bug a week ago. That's how it is with the legendarium. You really need the item to be able to test the bug, or with the legendary items, even if they're not in the legendarium. And apparently no one seemed to bother checking for themselves whether what was written on the description of the item was actually what was happening. Because I didn't see a report of this. I did not see a bug report on note of this. Maybe someone reported it on the Discord, but still. So all those other items I've never gotten, never could test. Maybe there's some more bugs there. For all I know, this 1 second cooldown could be the bug. But even if 1 second cooldown was the bug, the rifle is giving me 5 times the cooldown instead of 2 times. You don't want to play on the old talents anymore. Well, if you want the rifle fixed, get Rex, you can go to Note and upvote. You can go and upvote this bug report. Maybe it
Your
would
health
catch
is low.
someone's attention eventually. You can say that
You
you've...
feel
If you've
refreshed.
tested it yourself, you can say that you have. If you haven't, don't. But hey, I love finding bugs like those. Me finding a bug like this before the game launches means there's one less broken skill when the game launches. But again,
Your
things
time.
need to be kind of farmed. Things need to be farmed and obtained through all sorts of means like gambling, woodbags, drops. Until I drop the things that need testing, I can't test them.
You feel much healthier.
So what are we gonna test next? And the other thing I was finding out buggy was the Mega Blaster. It definitely didn't seem like it's doing the damage it was telling me it will when I was testing that cannon. Right, let's go back to my fort and switch characters. Any suggestions? What do you want me to play next? Mage? With damage, mage with summon, Railmaster with train and basic attacks, Railmaster without a train, Forged with fracking strike and shotgun, or level up the other spin to win forged. I mean, today I will be leveling up the spin to win forged a bit, because it does need to be finished to 60 before the wipe is here. But yeah, I understand how you won't wanna play on the old talents anymore, knowing that there's gonna be new ones. There's gonna be a new set of active and passive skill with the relic changes.
Your pet has returned.
Alright, no one's saying what they want me to play, so I'm gonna sell those items and then change. Change to... let's see who. When we're in the character selection screen.
Your pet is back.
I've not played this in a long time. Let's play this one because it's at the bottom of the list. Actually, let's play this one because it's at the very bottom of the list. Meaning it's the last hero I've played. The last hero I've played. If that makes any sense, the last hero.
Hiya! Looking for some gear?
But yeah, this one also seems to be broken. First of all, it makes no sense for this to be doing weapon damage. It just makes no sense for this to be doing weapon damage, and it definitely doesn't do 900% weapon damage. It just doesn't. No matter how you spin it, it at best probably does 90% weapon damage when I've got 3 charges. A definite broken item too. And yeah, weapon damage there just should be changed to cannon damage. And it should really be doing the number that it's saying on the description as percent. So another broken item. I'm gonna report this one later, because it's probably already reported. No, I don't want to do maps because I need to do my quests. As I said, this hero needs to be done with the quests, so it can do end game when it's added. Because they're probably gonna add end game before the wipe, and we're probably gonna have 1 or 2 weeks of end game without the new relic system in place. I'm assuming the new relic system would probably be done in like 2 weeks. Probably 2-3 weeks from now we would see the new relic system making its way into the game, and we're probably gonna see the new end game in a week or 2. So there might be like a week, unless they decide to release those things together in the same update. If they don't, we would have probably 1 or 2 weeks of end game being into the wipe server before the character wiping, before the relic changes. Keeps giving me automaton maps. What's happening? Is this game broken? Is RNG broken? It keeps giving me automaton enemies. The past 3 maps or so. Give me those laboratory layouts.
It's rigged.
Okay. How are you used to relic skill? Oh, Alistair Gaming, this is with the item called Egg of Mayhem. I've got it in my legendarium. I'm gonna show you in a moment. Let me kill those enemies, and then I can show you how I can use the relic skills. Basically, the Egg of Mayhem is a focused item that you can equip or put into the legendarium, and this allows you, when using your own relic active skill, to get a random another one that's not from your relic. But it's only about the relic active, not the relic activation. This item will probably get removed because when they're changing the relics to have multiple active and passive skills, it's probably gonna be reworked or removed as an item, but this is the item. Cast your relic skill and that immediately triggers the casting of another random relic skill. The other random relic skill would be the base, unupgraded version, but it should still benefit from bonuses like this 20% damage and this 20% damage. Oh fuck, I didn't notice there's an enemy. No worries, you're welcome. It's here, there we go.
Gravely wounded.
Okay. Right, I've saved my relic activation for the boss. Let's see which one we get. Watchdog Alpha, the same one again.
You are overburdened.
Is there something I can take off your hands?
Anything worth keeping? Still not. Oh, damage with Vortex Bomb, damn.
Anytime.
Alright, let's do one more map on this dude and then change to another one. What have we here? Another Hybrid map. Hopefully not another laboratory layout. After 3 laboratories, might be a bit too much if we get another one. Let's see. Wow, I'm taking so much damage. What's with my defense? 31% only. Okay. Lionel Fernandez, if you're watching, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Really appreciate that. And welcome to the Stroke Club. Hey, my Firefox is actually faster than my bot. I love it when this is happening. Normally my Firefox is showing me the notifications a little bit slower than my bot. Okay, let's keep moving. Haven't played this hero much lately, but it's still such a fun setup with this fracking strike. Spamming. It's just that the shotgun blast big damage seems to be broken, and it would have been such a better build if it wasn't broken. If the Mega Blaster was actually doing the damage it says it's gonna be doing. So right now I'm actually focusing on fracking strike instead of using my shotgun Mega Blaster. Legendary helmet, nice. Okay, let's do this. What's attacking me? Never mind. Relic cooldown on a cannon. Oh, this now has me kind of peaked. 'Cause this relic cooldown could stack with this relic cooldown. This seems like a slight upgrade. Might transfer the other helmets to my other forged for level 60.
You're badly hurt.
Ah fuck, those stupid charges. See, you're not even seeing the animation of the charging. You're just seeing the damage once they've hit you. And you're not even seeing those rubber bending monsters charging at you. Now we gotta run back all the way. Forged really needs movement speed buff after using ramming robot, the same way the Realm Master and Mage gets one. It used to have a permanent 20% movement speed buff when you invest a certain number of points into Cyclone Mode, which is the spin to win skill. And it used to work great back then when we had that. Moving forward. Let's do this. Okay. At least I managed by dying back there close to the boss room, managed to kind of return and clear the zone which I missed. And it is a map that already dropped a legendary, so you never know when the second one might be hiding. Elite charge bugs again. Rubber band bugs. And the AoE field remained on the ground. Let's see if we've missed anything on the way. Oh, and those had this as well, this bug where the field remains. Oh, never mind, there were 5 total. Yeah, this one wasn't bugged. Right, boss fight, and then I'm gonna switch to another hero, letting you decide which one it could be. The choices would be, since I've already played the scatter shot sharpshooter, it's out of the question. So the choices would be my other forged, which is 40 something. My 2 realm masters, one of them is with train and basic attacks, the other one is without a train and a slammer based build. Then we've got a summoner mage with the electrode right now on it, and we've got another mage with without summons. The summoner mage is using entropy and absorber, the other one is using absorber and energy spike. Right, nothing too fancy. So if no one selects, I'm gonna probably just select myself. We can just do them in order, starting from the one that's been played wast. So yeah, let's pick Puffing Billy if no one's selecting anything else. This is my non-train build. Kind of makes no sense because I named him Puffing Billy, which is the name of a train. So it would have made more sense if this one was the train build, not the other one. That can always change though. But with the wipe incoming, I'm not even gonna bother reworking them to match their names.
So you buying or what?
Four boats fired on shock shield. Oh, unfortunately no sockets. What I'm trying to find for my other realm master is cosmic boots. I really need those badly. It just doesn't wanna drop.
Thanks for the
Alright,
gold.
what maps have I got here? Electric ones. Let's do them. I've got a lot of bags to collect. When I go on my other realm master, I'm probably, or on the mage, any of them, I'm gonna start collecting gear bags. You've seen I've got over 100 uncollected contract rewards, which is 10 gear bags at least, because there's a gear bag every 10 levels. So I've got 114 uncollected rewards. And I can't wait for the PTR to get out so I can start streaming myself playing in the PTR. And experimenting with unfinished stuff, upcoming stuff. Because I do still have access to a closed private test server, not a public, but that one's not for everyone, I guess. That one's for the content that's not even ready to be added into the public test realm, apparently. But yeah, that one's not for streaming. So yeah, it's still gonna be nice to have everyone be able to walk into a test server and get some early access on on the early access content while it's getting worked on. And the best part about the public test server is there's gonna be some special events every now and then, and there will be those cheat NPCs which would basically put you at level 40 something with some randomly generated items in your slots. In every slot you might get some legendaries, you might get some blues, you might get some greens, whites as well. And best of all, you wouldn't have to do the story, so you can just jump into the end game right after using the cheat NPC. And I would like for this public test server to remain a thing even when the game launches. It would allow people to test features before they make it to the live version, to the live server, for some polishing. See, this is what Wilson should have done in their early access. I keep telling you guys, Extra is doing the right steps in their early access, like a masterclass on how early access is done. You do private test servers or public test servers. You let your community test your shit before it's ready for the broader audience. And then when the community tests all the stuff and sends the feedback, you fix it, you rework it, you rebalance it, and then release it to the masses. Not like WoW and release 30% of the game without ever giving it a single public test, even private public test, or whatever you might want to call it. They didn't do even that. Speaking of Wilson, they just announced that soon, very soon, is gonna be their second down update. Basically what it says is this. I'm gonna open my Discord and show you. My Struckweb Wilson news. There it is. So Discord, where's my Discord? Here. So that's what it's saying. Performance improvements coming with patch 1.0.16. They've already announced other stuff, but if I open it in my browser and I share my browser with everyone, this is what's saying for Wilson. So apparently it's gonna be fixing the FPS related stuff. Some VFX improvements as well. Okay, that's good. That is good. Computations and all of that. And balancing changes nerf free. We're looking forward to sharing with you all these improvements with the second down patch, which will be available before the end of July. and offer bug fixes, performance improvements and balancing changes nerf free. If Ritkitu is here, he would be happy to hear this. WoWs and balancing without nerfs. Who wouldn't love this? But yeah, there's one of my viewers who is a big anti-fan of nerfs, just like me. I only love nerfs when they're really needed. I'd much rather them make the weak stuff stronger instead of make the strong stuff weaker. If there's only one or two things that are strong enough to do the hardest content, there definitely shouldn't be nerfs. And that was one of the big mistakes of WoWs. And like, yeah, Bleeding Edge was OP and it was fine to nerf it once, but they should have also buffed the other stuff before nerfing it that much. So can't wait to see whether WoW's second down would actually bring a second down in regards to returning players and staying returning players. The big content update would be probably close to the end of the year. If July is when second down is coming, then probably we would have to wait another 1-2 more months, maybe 3 months, before we actually get the next content update for WoW and the next promised big content update. Until then, we've got things like Torchlight 3 to play with, hopefully Warhammer Chaos Bane updates, hopefully Vast Epoch updates, but with Vast Epoch I really don't like how they lost my character data for 2 out of 3 characters, and they're just I can't recover them. I don't feel like doing the story again on those. But when they add new classes on Vast Epoch, believe me, I will return and play them a little bit more. At least do the story with them and get them to like 60-70 level.
Catch that here.
It's probably one of the most chill to play builds. You really don't need to do much to play this build and survive. You just need to pay attention to when you're using your relic activation and when you're using your hammer spin. Most skills would give you this fighter spirit if they hit, of course. They should hit an enemy to give you the fighter spirit. Like, see, I've got that 70% damage reduction just by using that skill. Then when I use that hammer spin, that's another 50%. So I'm maxing my damage reduction. I wanna do something quickly. I wanna see damage reduction 50% now. Now I'm gonna try and see if it goes to 90 or 100% when it's maxed. %. So 90% is the limit of damage reduction. You can never get 100% damage reduction. Even if your skills go over 100 total, the limit is 90%. It's how I suspected it is. Yesterday I was talking about this, that it seems to be 90% because I still take some damage, just not as much. But 90% is pretty high of a damage reduction. Pretty high. Realm Master 2.0 with the Electrode I will be playing after this. I'm gonna finish this map and then go on the other Realm Master with the Electrode. This one can also be played with Electrode, and I've actually played him with Electrode for testing stuff. And it works pretty nice. This one with an Electrode works amazing. Super strong with Electrode, where I'm actually using the active skill as well. Yeah, the official Twitch went live. You can go and watch it. You can go and watch it, watch the official stream. There's gonna be some news. I'm gonna watch the replay, but that's the link. I'm gonna paste it to YouTube. Cause yeah, my bots kind of on YouTube don't have this command added. So I'm gonna copy paste that link to everyone in YouTube. You can go and watch the official Twitch stream. Oh, actually it was here, never mind. I need to delete this message then. So yeah, go ahead, watch it. When it's done, I'm gonna be still here. It's definitely gonna be good to go and see some preview of the end game. I don't need to see the preview because, as I said, I've got access to a test server, so I know what it is about. But you might wanna talk to Bean and Sean. Have at it, watch it, and feel free to let me know once it's done what was discussed. I'm still gonna watch the replay. I always watch the replays. The thing is, it's 9 in the evening my time. 9 in the evening my time, so around this time I'm already in the middle of my stream most days. Sometimes I do try to catch those streams if I haven't started streaming or if I've been streaming in the afternoon. But today I started streaming around 7 something or 8 in the evening, so yeah, catch that stream, let me know what was discussed if you want to, so we can discuss it as well. Hopefully they show you some preview of the end game. I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, they're gonna show you some end game footage, so you can see what it is. So you can see the display, not display, but the interface of how you're re-rolling for affixes for the maps and so on. Enjoy it, it's gonna be fun. It's definitely something worth watching. And ask them questions, ask them as many questions as you can. Ask them about the relics, whether they have decided if it's gonna be a permanent choice or not, and if it's gonna be permanent choice, would we have more character slots, or would we have some way to level up and complete the story on our outs and do end game, or whether if there's gonna be a faster way to reach the end game modes without finishing Act 3. I mean, Act 3 is the thing that's definitely a must-do thing, but we've been asking them to consider making it so that some of our outs wouldn't need to complete Act 3, the full story, to unlock this end game. So feel free to ask all those questions that we discussed yesterday, if you were here on my stream yesterday. Because when they see more people showing interest about stuff, when they see more people not liking much the permanent part of the relics, if it's still a thing, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the game to let them know that certain things seem a little bit too much of a restrictive mechanic. I'm all for having permanent choice relics if I have 20 character slots and if some of my outs don't need to complete the story to unlock the end game.
You can't do that here.
So let's say, yeah, I complete the game with a Realm Master once, then my next Realm Master already has access to the Fazier's dungeon. If it's an account unlock, even better. You unlock it once, then fine. Then you play with it. But I know right now it says complete Act 3, which means it shouldn't be an account unlock the way it's worded. Okay, let's go on the next Realm Master now. Just so you can see back-to-back Realm Master differences between the two builds. And then I'm gonna level up a bit my Forged by doing some quests instead of maps.
You can't cast that.
You pay up front, no refunds.
What do I do? I mean, I need a gamble for boots, but let's collect some more bucks before gambling for boots. And as I said, I'm gonna be opening some other stuff. I'm gonna be opening some contract rewards.
I make
So
no
let's make
promises.
room.
Thanks for the gold.
I'm gonna use this respectacle, I guess. So now, let's collect 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've collected a lot of stuff. Stormblade.
It's a grab bag. Good luck out there. You pay up front, no refunds.
Fire damage, electric defense. No. Actually, that might have been good. What am I using? Oh no, I'm using one-handed here.
See ya.
Okay, let's collect a little bit more rewards. Another Stormblade. Okay. Gotta sell again.
So you buyin' or what?
Wait, what's this? Chance to poison, faster cooldown for potions. So it's basically the same as my current one, just a little bit weaker.
Thanks for the gold.
Alright, let's check this. Please give me the damn boots. Boots? No, no boots. Man, those boots are just gonna take forever. I mean, I got so many boots before on low levels, on the other hero, and so on. I just can't get those cosmic boots now when I really want them and need them. Crit chance, crit damage for the pet. That's pretty nice. And my actual pet on Netherrim Seal, that's my favorite decoration, or one of my favorite decorations. The Netherrim Seal. Another Stormblade. Telling you, it's always Stormblades, Nekustic, Firestarter and things like that. This one's good though. 4 additional bolts fired on shock. Unfortunately, attack speed for basic attacks, but it's good for basic attack builds. And the Stormblade is a basic attack weapon. I mean, I might actually keep this. Who knows? Maybe I might play with it later.
See ya. I make no promises.
Right, a few more and then I'm going into the map before the portal disappears. Just want to open two more orange bags. That's my goal. Two more orange bags, the next I can open afterwards.
You pay up front, no refunds.
Let's see what's here. Selling even some gold maps now.
Thanks for the gold.
So let's see this one. Centrifugal Demolisher. This is not a bad one, but I still already have it. But it's a good not so good. Cooldown for potion and basic attacks kind of don't seem worth it unless you're doing a basic attack build.
It's a grab bag.
I'm just gonna get rid of it.
See ya.
Final orange bag. We get one more orange bag and then we're done. We got it. Okay, enough of this. Snacku stick, of course it's gonna be a snacku stick. What else? I'm telling you, it's super highly tilted towards specific drops. Whoever says it's RNG, no, it's RNG, but the RNG has different numbers for different items. Obviously, it's giving me mostly specific items when I open those bags, and when I get items from legendary gambling rolls or from legendary drops. My pet wants a little bit more food, although I did feed him right before my stream, so I'm not sure why he wants some more, but okay, I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna start loading the map and put a 30-second ad break. 30 seconds ad break so I can feed my pet. If you're on Twitch, that is. If you're on YouTube, well, no ads for you. Unlucky you. So alright, Sky, come here. Come here. Say hello. He doesn't want to say hello. He's getting shy now that he hurt his foot. Not sure if you can hear him purring, but he is happy about the food. Alright, I'm back. I think the 30-second ad break ended, if I did even start it. But yeah. Oh, we got one of those maps again. Alright, let's clear it bit by bit. Oh, okay, let's keep moving to the other side. And Graham Cracker J, sorry Graham Cracker J if I missed your message. I'm seeing it now. Hey, haven't played since the big patch Act 3 update. Did they fix the offhand legendarium that gave full endurance bonus to motor flame car? No, in the legendarium it's still bugged, so I'm actually wearing it myself. So yeah, this is still broken. The Doom pipe is still broken. Because there haven't been a big patch, there were just two small hot fixes this week. There's gonna be a bigger update either next week or the week after. I mean, next week there should be more fixes and changes than this week. So expect something, some more stuff getting rebalanced, fixed, and whatever to be happening next week. But yeah, this one is a fun one indeed. The Doom pipe. It is a nice one, especially if you've got it. I really love it with the flamethrower setup. I just love it with that flamethrower setup I'm running. This is chance to shock. Oh, just what I wanted. Now I need to add 2 times flat damage on this weapon and it's gonna be OP. What's my damage here? No damage here yet. I can change those legs for something that gives me more flat damage. And crit chance maybe. I'm thinking crit chance might be the better choice for now than flat damage for my legs. Because I do decent damage even as it is. Especially when I activate my relic. But by the way, again, to those of you who don't know, the official Torchlight Twitch is currently ongoing a live stream. So twitch.tv/play Torchlight. Regardless whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, when watching me, you might want to watch this official stream, because one of the developers would be there answering questions regarding the endgame mode and probably the upcoming relic changes, so you might want to watch it. I will be here even when that ends, so we can discuss what they talked about on that stream. They would be showing most likely endgame. As I already said multiple times, I can play the endgame right now on a private test server, so it's not that important for me to see it, but I'm pretty sure my viewers would love to get some inside scoops from the devs and to see a preview of the endgame if they're doing one today. So the new Camus says, how many time to beat Act 3 and reach endgame? To beat Act 3. If you're starting from Act 1, that's 3-4 hours, maybe 2 hours if you're super quick. Depends how quick you are. If we are talking about a freshly started created new hero, like starting from level 1 all the way to Act 3, that's probably, you're looking at 10 to 15 hours based on how quick you are. Maybe 8 hours if you're some super speedrunner. But yeah, the game is made in such a way that speedrunning certain areas would end up you being under-leveled. And yeah, if you have high level gear, you can always wear items 3 levels higher than your level. So if you've got some gear left over from other heroes, and just prepare it. And if you don't loot items and don't send your pet to the town, and only go to the town when the quests require you to. So you can talk to an NPC. Maybe you can speedrun it quicker. Okay. Yeah, by the way, staffs really are the fastest weapons. They have always been the fastest attacking ones. They attack as quick as a sword. As quick as a sword. What is the most weak class and the most strong? Well, the weakest and the strongest, I'm not sure which ones could be. It's not about classes, it's more about builds. But Forged seems to be the weakest. But they're super strong Forged builds. The Forged Vortex Bomb builds are amazing, I'm a big fan of those. So again, it's probably not about the class itself, it's more about the builds on the class. I can tell you Forged and Realm Master kind of start slow and weak, but they become stronger as you get to like level 15 or so. Whereas with the Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter, they're super strong in the first few levels of the game. What's happening? What is happening? It didn't want to activate my relic, it was glitching on me. It was glitching on me, it didn't want to let me activate my relic even though I was pressing the button all the time. Let's see what's here. But yeah, strong classes, the Sharpshooter and Dusk Mage can be super strong when geared up, but so can everyone. Everyone has some sort of 1 or 2 or 3 builds that you can make that are super strong with the right items. Just some require a little bit more investment than others, that's kind of how it is. And since there's gonna be major changes to relics, the way you know builds right now is gonna change so much. Because relics are gonna be that other skill tree, that third skill tree every class gets when they create a hero. And there's gonna be more active skills, more passive skills. So the relic would be a very important part of a build. It is still an important part right now, but it's gonna be even more important because it's gonna give you even more passive and active skills that you can level up. It remains to be seen how many skill points we would get total. I'm assuming 60 skill points would not be our total skill point limit. I would be really happy with 80 skill points. And it's probably pretty safe to assume not every skill would be leveled up to level 10. Probably some skills you would be able to level up to a lower level. So you wouldn't have to spend 10 points to max them out. We have to just wait and see. But yeah, in the current state of the game, in the current version, the Electrode seems to be one of the best relics, but so does if you're using an active skill, then you might want to invest into the Bloodbrinker or the Cold Heart. They are amazing for builds that use active skills. Even the Flaming Destroyer is not bad with all the meteors and procs and stuff, but I don't know, I really like the Electrode when it comes to procs right now in its current state. Especially for Realm Masters with all the stunning. See, I don't have my relic active skill now. I mean, relic activation skill. So I'm relying on other things. Teleporting, making this take longer than it should.
Your inventory is full.
Poison damage, okay. I'm gonna consider using this. I mean, my DPS would go higher. That is true. And my defense goes higher in electric places. I'm gonna go to my fort quickly and try and upgrade this this blue one-handed item. So that's the item I want to upgrade, but before I upgrade, let's send my pet to sell some stuff. Let's see, this thing, I want to upgrade it for damage. Do I care what damage? Let's just go the easy way.
Your pet has returned.
Okay, that went well. That went very well. Let's do this. Let's see where I can put this. I can put this somewhere here maybe for now. Now next off, maybe put those legs back into a statue like this one. So I did get some stuff. I'm gonna go and gamble quickly, maybe get those boots finally. I'm gonna gamble in Act 2. I will gamble in Act 2, because Act 1 and 3 have not been that lucky for me. Not sure what my pet wants. He wants something, but he ate just a few minutes ago.
Let's keep this our little secret.
Okay, now Gambo, please give me the fucking cosmic boots. Come on. Come on. Let me finish this build. Come on. Just not gonna give me the boots. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna give me the boots.
Till next time.
This with damage with sword basic attacks, this should actually be stronger. It's invisible DPS, but it should be stronger.
You can't do that.
But I'm no longer using sword, so Scratch that. I stopped using the sword. So alright, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna do one more map. Another fucking Stormblade. This game is just joking with me. How many Stormblades has it been today? Out of 6 bags, 3 Stormblades, 2 Snaku sticks. Actually, out of 7 bags, 3 Stormblades and 2 Snaku
You
sticks,
ready to spend? I'm ready to bet.
or something like that. Oh, and then there was the gauntlets I got. The two would-be gauntlets on the sharpshooter. Chance to shock creatures. Potion basic attacks, okay.
Well, it was good
Alright,
seeing
one
ya.
more map. Let's do... I think electric was my best defense, right? Electric, poison... Electric, let's do electric again. Wait, what is this thing here? What is this thing here? Oh, that's the arrow, okay. It's the back of the arrow, the compass arrow. I'm loving this thunder. We're bringing back the thunder. Come on, find me more elites before it's over. This is so fun. We've killed so many in such a short amount of time with this relic activation for those 30 seconds. I'm gonna have to go back and collect some stuff. For a one-handed build, I'm so happy with the damage I'm seeing. For a one-handed weapon build. I'm not seeing some huge numbers, but it's more than enough to one-shot or two-shot those little guys, even when it doesn't proc the good damage. But when it does, then yeah, it's definitely one-shot. See, 1, 2, and it's mostly dead because the train helps.
Anymore.
We're proccing double the thunder. Thunder from the Stormblade and the thunder from... what's its name? From my relic, from Electrode. Token of Invigoration. I'm thinking of doing this. Now this one took a beating. Okay. Anything we've missed? Anything worth picking up? So if I remember correctly, I replaced this for chance to refresh the pet's active cooldowns for this one, which was giving me faster cooldown for the pet and pet attack speed, but less damage, much less damage, and that poison damage. Oh, and I just got disconnected. I hope I didn't roll back on some of my drops and stuff.
Hiya! Looking for some gear? See you next.
Is everything here? Yeah, this one's still here, thankfully. So, okay, let's go. Let's complete at least one more map before I switch to maybe my forged. I need to get some levels on my forged. Really need to get some levels on that forged. It's not about the levels, it's about the quest. Once I'm done with Act 3 on my second forged, I can just do maps and level up easily. I'm gonna quickly do some drinking here, some hydration with water. Seconds, come on train, come on train. Let's kill some more elites. Oh, there aren't any more elites here, I guess. And that was another nice quick clear of a lot of things. For those 30 seconds, it was pretty nice how many things we managed to get. If only I encountered more elites within those 30 seconds of activation time. We'll go back and collect the items now. Two more firing pins, okay. Anything up here? Oh, there was an elite here. A shaman. Powered gloves.
You are overburdened.
I'm loving this though, I'm loving numbers unseen on that one. I'm not seeing like hundreds of thousands of damage like on other builds, but the damage I'm seeing is still enough, and it's pretty often that I'm seeing the numbers, which is the nice part. Because it's not just one thing doing damage, it's two train cars doing damage. One of them is just for the shield, but I might as well just get rid of the shield car and just use the use the shocking rounds. And let's try it actually. Let's try it. Using shocking rounds instead of shield car, and I can just use hammer spin for survivability. Let's see how this could work out.
Your pack is too heavy.
Seems to be actually a good idea to do this. That's even more procs of stuff. Pretty quick, isn't it? That was like super turbo mode for a while. So even without the shield card, this works well. If you don't want that extra survivability, if you think you're fine, well, you better add a shocking round to this bad boy. Because that's a lot of extra procs. And the more the procs, the more the damage, of course. And the stuns as well. We shouldn't forget the stuns, because the more stuns, the more damage as well. If they don't die from the first hit but get stunned, the second hit would be 65% more damage while they're stunned. Right, there should be another elite monster here before we... Oh, it's two of them. Even better.
Carry anymore.
Nice damage versus Voltura and crit chance. That's a strong one, but again, things are getting wiped, so I'm not gonna spend that much time in min-maxing certain things.
Your inventory is full.
Alright, let's go to the boss. Our relic is getting cooled down soon, so we can just burst the boss in seconds with 2 damage cars, 3 damage cars, because the main one also does damage. This would be fun. This would be my first time trying a boss with oh, it's actually gonna be no boss, of course. Fuck my luck. Fuck my luck. The no boss spawned bug. Might as well just kill some ads. Okay, fair enough. Now let's do this. By the way, I've been looking into webcam and microphone prices, so I can get myself a professional microphone. And I did see one that's very decently priced in my country. I think it's from Behringer, maybe how you pronounce it. I've been looking for microphone stands, and the weird thing about the webcams is most of them are using the exact same hardware. So, for example, Logitech cameras, at least the older ones, like the C920 and C920S and C922, they seem to be using kind of the same camera with very, very small maybe changes in the software side, and something else might be changing. Then the Razer Kio, which has a ring of light that can light you up, um, also seems to be using the exact same camera. And there's other cameras that I've been looking into, such as the Microsoft Live, which doesn't have 1080, only 720. But this, so the thing here's the thing: if I'm not gonna be doing full screen camera mode, does it even matter if it does 1080 or not? When it's just gonna be on a small corner of the screen. And yeah, it seems like the webcam business doesn't seem to have been improving much, as opposed to, for example, mobile cameras, which can make such nice pictures, such nice images.
I make no
Um,
promises.
it's been kind of in a stale state.
Thanks for the gold.
And I'm gonna consider getting one of those I mentioned, either the Microsoft or the Razer Kio or the Logitech, one of the Logitechs. But the problem is availability in my country is pretty limited. Ideally, I would have gotten the Razer, because after watching 5-6 different reviews and people showing how it works in wall lights and so on, it seems nice, and it has that integrated light ring. But there's also a very nice desk lamp in IKEA, which costs 17 of my currency, which basically is like 8 euro. So for 8 euro I can get a good light to light up myself when streaming for like 8 euros, so, or 750 euros or whatever. So I guess I'm gonna see which camera, if I do get a camera, which one it would be. But I've done my research and I checked people talking about microphones, and it seems it's better to get a cheap professional, maybe dynamic microphone, like one of those Behringer ones, instead of getting those Blue Yeti snowballs, which are like 50 bucks. So for 50 bucks I can get a good microphone, a pop filter to filter out the hard P and S, the P and S sounds, and I can get a microphone stand as well, like an arm that detracts. And there's a shop in my country that really does sell good audio equipment for musicians and stuff. Oh, and I would need an XLR to USB cable. And all of that I can get for the price of a stupid Eti ball, the Eti snowball, which really doesn't seem to be better quality, and it's also a condenser mic. And since I've got my pet meowing and there might be other sounds, it probably would be better to have a dynamic mic with a cardio, what was it called? Cardio something. Cardioid area of whatever it's called. Basically, it detects in front of the microphone instead of in all directions. So cardioid directional or whatever they're calling it. Definitely don't want an omnidirectional mic though, for my purpose of streaming. But yeah, I was looking up stuff because we were talking about that yesterday. Where's my maps? I don't have maps on this guy. I was wondering what's happening here. So I've been looking into all that stuff. And I've been looking into green screens, and unfortunately due to the coronavirus, I couldn't get myself one of those green screens you attach at the back of your gaming chair. That's like a big circle of a chroma screen, green screen. So if I do wanna do green screen, I'm probably gonna have to buy a big fucking one. to put behind me and attach it to a wall or something, so it stays there. And I've got limited space, so ideally this one that I can attach on my chair would have been the preferred choice.
See ya.
It would have been the preferred choice, but those are actually also expensive, so I'm not sure how preferred of a choice it would have been considering the price. I could make myself one though. I could make myself a homemade one with some scissors and some sewing. Oh, unstable wararm, that was actually nice. If it's good, I would consider using it. In fact, I would even use it now. It seems very good. Alistair Gaming says you are not going to watch Torchlight 3 dev stream. They are showing the dungeon preview. Alistair, I've already played the dungeon and I can play it at any time if I want to, because I've got access to a private server, private test server, not the public but a private test server. I can watch the replay and I always watch those replays of the developer streams. But yeah, watch them. Don't worry about me. I can always get my hands on the end game and play it. I've already played it. I know what the end game is. I've seen it months ago or like a month and a half ago as a system. Streamer content creator bonus, yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of the company. I mean, even the game I'm playing right now was given to me by the developers for my participation in this focus group where they were showing us the end game. So it was like a reward. They invited me and other streamers and content creators to give them feedback before the end game system was revealed. So we can tell them, okay, I like this, I don't like this, what are you gonna do about this? And then gave us Steam keys. I'm assuming everyone got their Steam keys from the people who were in that group. So yeah, even that, I mean, I would still have bought the game if they didn't give me the key, because it's my favorite game. No shit there, by the way. I'm not joking. This really is my favorite hack and slash game right now. So this is not gonna be a big improvement of my damage. I'm gonna do this. So now that I've got the unstable wararm, I don't need it here, meaning I can get one more item. Mountain King gauntlets, I'm wearing those. We need to remove this unstable wararm, and what do we get though? That's an interesting question. What do I get equipped? Arc powered shoulders seems like a very nice choice. Am I wearing those? I'm not. Okay, there we go. We've got a nice synergy there.
You can't cast that spell here.
Now let's do my quest. But yeah, watch that official developer stream and then we can talk. You can tell me what's revealed, what you were able to see from the dungeon, so we can talk about it. I intentionally didn't reveal too much in my video today. I only revealed I only talked about what they revealed, what they showed in the screenshots, and what they wrote about under text format on the Steam post. But I'm assuming if they're already showing you everything, and if you know how you talk to the djinn, you start rolling under the shape of cards, start rolling for map modifiers. So if you already know this, then we can later talk about what your impressions of it are. It's definitely hitting the criteria. Their criteria was for players to be able to, for watchers, for viewers who are watching streams, to be able to tell that, okay, what this guy is doing is definitely endgame. This is something that he's doing it once he's beaten the game. They wanted to achieve something like that, something that's distinguishingly the endgame mode. You can see me playing it and you can say, okay, Struck's doing endgame. He's not just doing some quests. And they've achieved it, if you ask me. It's clearly endgame. When you see a person rolling for those mods by selecting different cards, and then you see those challenges and you see those different map affixes, you can tell it's not just something you do like that without completing the game. It's your typical rifting system with the Torchlight 3 treatment, the Torchlight 3 twist. And I think it really fits, especially I like how they tied it to a Torchlight 2 NPC. That's a great touch right there, tying it to the dungeon, to the Fazir Shah Jinn, and even adding Jinn into the name, calling it a dungeon instead of a dungeon. I'm a big fan of puns. I'm a big fan of puns. So I see what they did there and I like it. Fuck, I went the wrong way. Oh, I'm at my most hated part of the story. This dungeon with the rubber bending enemies. But yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy all the info they're providing you. I'm so happy that this game is developed by people who are openly teasing, showing stuff before it's ready and letting people know about it. And Hixie, I've noticed your give my pet a petting. I'm not sure what to call it, and you've also asked me to hydrate, so I'm gonna do them one by one. Let's hydrate first. Alright, this has been done. Now you asked me to give my pet a petting. Let's try and wake him up. Sky? I'm not sure if you could hear him, but I poked him slightly and said Sky, and he said something like he makes this sound. This is his response sound. He's not opening his mouth, and he's just vocalizing it internally like a mrr.
It's rigged.
You can see what's happening. It's super nice. And this is the build I've been telling people to do if they want spin to win since day one. I've been telling people since day one, if you want a spin to win build, try that one. I mean, it doesn't have to be the electrode, but the electrode is such a nice combo. It could have been the old Bane build.
You're close to dying.
It could have been the. It could have been also with the Blood Drinker. It's still gonna be good setup.
You are near
Fuck!
death.
Look at this rubber bending. Do you see what's happening? He's not moving. He's just attacking me from long range with a melee attack
Feel
earlier.
nothing again.
He was standing there. I was standing here, and he was still attacking me.
It's rigged.
Look at those. The same thing's happening now. Fuck. All the damn charges. And those interrupts. The most annoying part of those charges is the interrupts. I'm loving this.
It's rigged. That spell can't be cast.
And yeah, rubber banding in Torchlight 3, don't speak such nonsense. Am I speaking blasphemy? I'm just sinful blasphemer. And yeah, there is no such thing. That must be some alternate universe where there's rubber banding. But they know it. They know it. They're working on fixing it. They fixed one of the culprits. There's a few more that apparently would require a more surgical approach to not break something while fixing it.
Have gained a quest.
And Hixie says the weekend is here, brother. Time to grind, grind on, grind on before the wipe. Grind as much as you can before you lose it. But exactly as I said, have no fear with the PTR being here soon. We would all forget about the wipe as if it never happened within a matter of a few hours of playing on the PTR.
You can't cast that spell here. Your pack is too heavy.
Pretty good experience leveling up this forged. But of course I had items and I've got unlocked stuff for the legendarium. New player wouldn't have those. New player won't have access to things like the ones I'm using early on. When is Judgment Day? Oh, we don't know. If I need spoilers, what spoilers? Give me spoilers. Maybe not for me, but for my viewers. Because as I said, I've already played the end game. I've already played it. I got carried by Fox, who is the moderator in the official Discord and Twitch. I got carried in his dungeon. For a few levels only, before I realized there's no point in me doing it, since I'm gonna still need to complete the story. Then I started leveling up with the story. Yeah, a week ago it was 241. So now they have 250. Okay, that's good. So a week ago when we asked him, Sean said 241. So for now 250 seems to be a nice number. I knew that limit 241 a week ago, but again I couldn't talk about it. 251, okay, so that's the number, 251. Okay. So maybe he said 251, I just remembered 241. I was just not saying this limit earlier, because you know I can't talk about it until it's revealed. But it will be something with a limit, apparently. It's not gonna be a true endless or something like that. Which I'm a big fan of the way they're doing it. Not having an endless mode, but rather having limits to those. And 250 is a lot of challenges, honestly. They can just increase the limit of those eventually when they add more content and stuff like this. But I think 250 is a very nice number. Because again, keep in mind you don't have to, you have to not die. If you die, you get 2 levels back. You lose 2 levels or whatever levels back. You go back to your previous checkpoint or whatever it's called. So that's gonna be a challenge, surviving without dying and doing it. Not a big fan of this exact mechanic, but I mean, I understand it. They need to have some sort of a punishment for when you die, other than just resurrecting. So I understand how they made it like that. They aren't removing map works, they're still gonna exist on contracts. That's nice. We did tell them to keep them, to maybe limit the levels of those or something like that. So that's nice to still have the map works. So at least we have it confirmed that that map works is staying. So what about, did they mention about how we're gonna be unlocking this on outs? Did they mention anything about how this would be unlocked on outs? Because so far we know you need to complete Act 3 to get it. And they told us even on outs you need to do it, but that was like a week ago when we had a meeting with them. So maybe they have revealed, maybe they have decided to make something so that outs can unlock it easier. What do you mean if other play on walk and you should finish Act 3? Gesterly, what did I hear what? Did I hear what Gesterly? I'm not sure about what you are talking. Feel free to give me all sorts of info from the official stream, share it here for me and for my viewers that may not be watching it. I did tell my viewers multiple times to go and watch that stream on twitch.tv/play Torchlight for news. It's probably over now though. So they didn't confirm anything about outs. How an out would be able to get to the end game other than Act 3. Okay, maybe they're gonna consider making a change so that you don't have to level up 20 heroes by doing the story to unlock this. To maybe have an option to use map works to level up some of your outs. Hopefully they do add something like that. I really want my relic cooldown and crit damage from the other equipment. But this one's so good. What's my crit damage right now? 243. Well, no one's blaming anyone. I mean, you can't remember every question. They will answer it. I'm gonna try and ask Sean in the private chat for the private test server. I'm gonna try and ask Sean if he was thinking of. But I was talking with some of the other private testers, like the moderators and other content creators, and we all agreed that there should be a way to maybe make it once per class. We all seem to agree that once per class would be a reasonable way to unlock the end game. You unlock it once on Forged, your next Forged can play it without finishing Act 3. This is what we suggested. You unlock it once on on Realm Master, your next Realm Master can play it without completing Act 3. This is what we think would be the most reasonable way to handle this on outs.
Your pet has fled. You can't cast that here. It's free.
And I'm so happy this build turned out the way it did. I knew it would be a strong build even on day one. I was saying Electrode spin to win builds would be OP. I just never had the time and items to test it, but now I do. Not all items, but some items. And it does seem pretty fun. Pretty fun and strong. Did anyone talk about relics, or was it mostly endgame related stuff in the stream? She said we can stream endgame content. If we can stream endgame content, I wouldn't mind streaming it tomorrow. That one text channel. Let me check that one text channel. First, is my Discord on screen? It's not. Okay. I'm not gonna review anything then. Let me go in that one text channel. Text channels, text channels. Where is it? Which text channel? That one text channel, I'm assuming this one. You're free to stream Asteria PTR Dungeon Challenge. Have fun. Alright. Should we do it? Should we stream that tomorrow? Tomorrow I would be streaming that, I guess. The private test realm. I mean, I can try and do it right now. If you want me to, I can go ahead, but keep in mind my hero is in Act 1. So I'm gonna need someone to take me to the end game. Or I can just try and do the story there. I can stream it. She said we can stream it now. It's a private Discord channel for those of us who have access to it, and I can stream it, but my hero is not at the end game. Also, I would need a few seconds, but if you want me to show you, I can show you. There's new things like evasion. There's evasion. Okay, give me a few minutes. It's 800 megabytes, so you can see stats like evasion. Evasion is a thing. Evasion is a thing. So I'm gonna need to go to my Steam library and enable my Steam beta. So now if we can Steam, then it means that I can talk. So there's stats like evasion. So I'm gonna go Steam, properties, betas, public preview, quo. So now I need to update 800 megabytes. The heroes are separate, so keep in mind 884 megabytes. It's updating. So while it's updating, what do you say I go and grab something to drink and eat for like 2 minutes or so? It's already 10%, so I'm gonna do an ad break now quickly. I'm gonna do a BRB while the game is updating. I'm asking Bean if the cheat NPC is fixed. Alright, so yeah, I'm just chatting to them. So I'm gonna start a quick ad while it's updating. Give me like 60 seconds or 90 seconds. It's already almost updated. It's like 90%, 95%. I'm gonna go to my living room quickly to the kitchen and get something to bite, and then I'm gonna be right back with some. I'm asking right now the devs if we can have the cheat NPC working, so I can jump right into the end game, and be right back. Okay, I'm back. What I'm gonna quickly do is I will update my titles and quickly restart the stream with the new titles. So it's separated. So I'm gonna quickly just get the title update ready. So give me like 20 seconds or so. So I'm stopping the stream for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds or so just to update the stream. First of all, I'm gonna update the title. Let's say my current title is Torchlight Early Access doing some map works. Alright, let's do it like this. Public test realm. Okay, let's copy paste this. Copy paste. So I'm stopping now. Give me 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and I'm gonna return. Okay,